Hello and welcome to the Asanas of week 4. This week we are entering into the growth focus, and our yoga focus is another one of the yamas, which is SATYA, which means truthfulness. This practice was inspired by scroll number 4, Mandino's. It is I am nature's greatest miracle, and this practice is designed to be a little bit more relaxing and to bring up your inner peace. So here we go. Today we will begin seated in a cross-legged position. Take a minute to breathe, close your eyes, ground yourself. Consider your intention for this practice, your day, week, month, your life. And take a few deep breaths where you can hear your breath. Bring your hands to your heart. Keep breathing with your eyes closed. Now gently open your eyes and inhale your arms overhead. And then exhale into seated forward fold. So use your fingers to walk yourself out. With each exhale, fold a little bit deeper. Now gently walk your fingers over to the right. It's where you've got a little bit of twist in your spine. And breathe. Now gently walk your fingers over to the other side, to the left, and breathe. Get that twist on the other side. Now gently walk your fingers back to the middle and back to your front, pushing yourself up. Inhale, then exhale. We'll do a spinal twist to your left. So put your right hand on your left knee and look over your left shoulder. And breathe. And for the other side, put your left hand on your right knee and look over your right shoulder. Twist and breathe. Now gently untwist and find your way into tabletop. And here we're going to do a few rounds of cat-cows. So when you inhale, arch your back. As you exhale, round your spine. Inhale, arch your back. Exhale, round your spine. Now come into a neutral spine. We're going to do spinal balance pose. So essentially what you'll do is lift your left leg, and if you can also lift your right arm. Engage your core and breathe in this pose. If you need to keep both arms on the ground, that's totally fine. Just breathe and hold it. And for the other side, lift your left arm and your right leg. Engage your core and breathe. Hold it. Breathe. If you need to have both arms down on the ground, that's totally fine. Just breathe. And from here, push back into downward facing dog. So lift your hips, straighten your knees, gently put your heels toward the ground. Relax your neck. If you want to pedal your legs, you can. And on your next inhale, lift your left leg into three-legged dog. And on your exhale, step that leg in between your hands for a low lunge. Hold it here. Engage your core, your lower body. Straighten your spine. Imagine your spine going from your tailbone all the way up through your back, neck, and the crown of your head. Just breathe. And on your next inhale, come up into Warrior One. So lift your arms over your head. And breathe here. Sink down into the stretch. Imagine that your feet are on railroad tracks, so they're not one directly behind the other. Now transition into Warrior Two. So adjust your feet to where your back foot is almost parallel with the back end of the mat. Cartwheel your hands out to where you have your left hand in front of you and your right arm behind you. Open up through your chest and breathe. Gaze gently over that front left middle finger. And on your next inhale, come into Reverse Warrior. So slip that left hand to your back leg and your right arm up over your face. Feel that arch in your back. And breathe. And we'll find our way back into a plank position. So maybe come back through Warrior Two. Cartwheel your hands down. Come into high plank. Low plank. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. And breathe here. And for the other side, as you inhale, lift your right leg into three-legged dog. And exhale to step your right foot through to step next in between your hands. Come up into low lunge. Engage your core, your lower body. Imagine that straight spine and breathe. And on your inhale, come up into Warrior One. With your arms by your ears. Sink into the stretch. Engage your core. And breathe. And And transition into warrior two. So adjust your feet, open up your arms, feel it in your chest expand. Breathe here, gaze over your front right middle finger. And back into reverse warrior. So drop that back, left hand down your back, the backs of your legs. Lift your front arm up over your body into reverse warrior. Breathe here. And again, come back through warrior two. Cartwheel your hands down into high plank. Lower into low plank. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. And at the bottom of this breath, step or hop your feet to your hands and gently come up to standing. You want to inhale your arms above your head and exhale, lean to your left. So you should feel this stretch in your side body. You can lower your left arm if you'd like. And we'll breathe here. And inhale your both arms up. And exhale down for the other side. So lean to your right with your left arm lifted. Drop your right arm if you'd like. Feel that stretch in your side body and breathe. Inhale both arms up and exhale to prayer hands. Now step your left foot back to widen your legs and face your left to come into wide leg forward fold. So in your next official exhale, fold in between your legs and breathe. And if you want to reach behind you, reach behind you. If you want to reach just directly in front of you, reach in front of you. Breathe. And we'll do a wide leg forward fold twist. So take your left hand and grab your right ankle. Keep your right hand on the ground and stay folded. There should be a slight twist in your lower back. And for the other side, put your right hand on your left ankle. Keep your left hand down on the ground. Feel that stretch. Now gently come out of the twist, and we're going to go into a Cossack squat on your right. So essentially you want to drop your butt, and bend your right knee, straighten your left leg, and turn your toes upward if you can to balance on your heel. Should feel a nice stretch here. Just breathe. Now use your hands to walk yourself over to do the same squat on the other side. So bend your left knee, turn your right toes up, straighten that right knee, and breathe. Of course, you can put your hands in a prayer pose if you'd like. Just breathe. Now walk your hands back to the middle, come back up into wide leg forward fold. Gently turn your right knee forward and step your left foot to meet your right foot at the front of the mat. You should still be folded, and inhale your way up to standing slowly, and breathe. And we're going to go into an eagle pose. So cross your right knee as you're standing over your left knee. If you can, curl your toes behind your calf. If you cannot, that's totally fine. Use your toes as a kickstand. And swoop your right arm underneath your left to twist your arms. If your palms can meet, that would be great. And just breathe here. This is a balancing pose. Just breathe. And it's okay to lose your balance a little bit if you do. Just breathe. Gently unwind your arms. Find your right foot to the floor. Take a deep breath before we switch to the other side. So cross your left knee as you're standing over your right. Again, if you can, hook those top left toes behind your calf, great. If not, use them as a kickstand. Swoop your left arm underneath your right to cross those arms. And again, if your palms can touch, that would be awesome. If they can't, no big deal. Just do your best. And breathe here. And if you want to curl a little bit, you can, your spine. Feel a little bit more in your core engaged. Just breathe. Now gently unwind your arms, uncross your legs. Inhale your arms overhead. Exhale into forward fold. Breathe. Now place your hands on the floor. Step back into high plank. Exhale into low plank. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. And from here, we are going to go into pigeon pose. So only do this if you feel confident with your knees. But essentially you want to push yourself into high plank. Lift your right foot. Bring your knee to that shoulder, to the right shoulder, essentially your elbow, and then gently place that front knee on the ground. So you should feel that stretch in the back of essentially your hamstring. And breathe. If you want to fold over your knee, you can. If you want to stay your back a little bit arched, go for that. Just breathe. Now push yourself up, unwind your legs, come into high plank and do the same thing on the other side. So move your left knee towards your left shoulder and elbow, place that left leg in front of you, fold over so you feel that in your left hamstring. For pigeon pose on the other side, and just breathe. Now come out of pigeon pose, put that left leg behind you and push yourself back into child's pose. Breathe, ground yourself, and just breathe. And when you're ready, come out of child's pose and make your way onto your back for Shavasana. Relax your whole body with your arms by your side, palms up. Your toes should come outward a little bit, away from each other. Close your eyes. And as we enter into Shavasana, we're going to read and meditate on a few different pieces of scroll marked 4. I am nature's greatest miracle. Since the beginning of time, never has there been another with my mind, my heart, my eyes, my ears, my hands, my hair, my mouth. None that came before, none that live today, and none that come tomorrow can walk and talk and move and think exactly like me. All men are my brothers, yet I am different from each. I am a unique creature. I am nature's greatest miracle. I am not on this earth by chance. I am here for a purpose, and that purpose is to grow into a mountain, not to shrink into a grain of sand. Henceforth will I apply all my efforts to become the highest mountain of all, and I will strain my potential until it cries for mercy. I will increase my knowledge of mankind, myself, and the goods I sell, thus my sales will multiply. I will practice and improve and polish the words I utter to sell my goods, for this is the formulation on which I will build my career, and never will I forget that many have attained great wealth and success with only one sales talk, delivered with excellence. Also will I seek constantly to improve my manners and graces, for they are the sugar to which all are attracted. I am nature's greatest miracle. I have been given eyes to see and a mind to think, and now I know a great secret of life, for I perceive at last that all my problems, discouragements, and heartaches are, in truth, great opportunities in disguise. I will no longer be fooled by the garments they wear, for mine eyes are open. I will look beyond the cloth, and I will not be deceived. I am nature's greatest miracle. And nature knows not defeat. Eventually she emerges victorious, and so will I. And with each victory, the next struggle becomes less difficult. I will win, and I will become great, for I am unique. I am nature's greatest miracle. Gently bring your awareness back to your body. Wiggle your fingers, your toes. With your eyes closed, turn to one side and push yourself back up into a seated cross-legged position. Take a few deep breaths here. When you're ready, gently open your eyes. Smile. Namaste.